This is a big topic today. I thought I was recording this yesterday, but I really, apparently, needed time to be with it, to track it and trace it in my own system as I was inviting it. Show yourself to me, right? That's how these transmissions and the awarenesses that I share, they come through personal experience. Watching energy move through me and move through others. In this video, we are letting go of scarcity and fear of the dark. And it's okay, we can just move slow and spacious with it. Let it come forward. Even more than it has been. And by that I mean like deep, to some degree buried parts of us are the ones holding it, like for dear life. Because it's how we belonged, it's how we survived, it's how we blended in. Because it's how families and societies have been operating. At some point along the way, we were convinced to do so as a people and as individual persons. So what I noticed in my own system yesterday was a young part of me holding the tether of this scarcity of not enoughness and too muchness anchored there deep inside of me. Oh, and this part just, so strong and sturdy in their stubbornness, crossed arms, ready for the fight, holding on to this, like in this determination. Determined to be afraid of the dark, the mystery of connection, and of connection not being too little or too much ever, of it just being. And all the Ram Dass and spiritual gurus, they teach us just be. And it's true, that's the answer. And the how, for me right now, is really connected to connecting to these childlike, or the inner child, the inner teen, who's ever was convinced to be afraid of themselves and their capacity for connection. So, in listening in the past 24 hours, what I heard was, it's so hard for me to be able to feel you and hear you while maintaining the illusion of separation that our societies have subsisted on. They've insisted from us that we go along with operating in the illusion of separation. And so it can be pretty torturous, can feel really a lot like being constantly gaslit, to operate in telepathic, psychic, the emotional overlap of our awareness, our felt sense experiencing. Because it is the opposite of separation. It is incredible, immaculate connection. some disgust come up there. Definitely felt some anger, some seething. I'm not feeling that exactly in this moment, but sharing that I did feel that in exploring this. And the tension between these topics, or these expressions of this topic, is hot. There's a lot of charge. And we've been taught to bury that charge in ourselves and pretend it's not there and be appropriate. And that's one way we've been convinced to be scared of ourselves and to be scared of the dark, to be scared of the mystery of emotional charge and how we're designed to just let it pass through us, and that illuminates awareness and connection. It illuminates intelligence and logic. We don't have to work for that. What we apply ourselves to is allowing the movement of energy through us, and then we know. We know through our body and our felt sense faculties first, and then the mind, in awe, appreciates the experience and can put it into words or creative expression, etc. And that what I'm doing with my hands, with my awareness, is just saying yes, yes, yes to the energy, to circulate, to be stirred up, to be recycled above and below, to move all the way through the body. Just yes, yes, yes to circulation. The reason I can make these videos and that so many people are feeling it is because I have done a lot of conscious work in this area of dissolving scarcity and fear of myself and fear of these skills. And that's why I guess it was sort of surprising, shocking, stunning in a way to yesterday feel it so intensely as I sat down to record these videos for the Daring Greatness Challenge, which is here and on the Unfucked Telegram channel that you're either a part of already or that you can still add yourself to at any time. It was shocking, stunning. I would even say, an old habit of saying like paralyzing. But in the process of becoming more and more friendly with my own insides and with the intelligence of energy, it was like, I'm slow. Everything is slowing me down right now to watch this, to be attentive. Yes, I do have a promise to deliver these recordings on these topics, and that promise is tethered in sincerity and in my personal process, that's the mysterious value that I actually feel most confident in. Even though I could have pushed myself, forced myself, just seen it through yesterday, I wouldn't want to skip over the process that I went through in the past 24 hours. It was dark and freaky in some very calm, subtle ways, because I was going into places that have been hidden, and it's like the root. I really felt scarcity reaching up from my root, and this grasping hand grabbing on to my lungs. I was like, oh, it's hard to breathe. When I sat down to record yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna be with this. I could describe it then in that moment, but it was like, I was just really experiencing it. Maybe you can really relate to that. A hand or something stretching up from the root and grabbing other operating faculties, like it's demanding attention. And it was like it had multiple things to say, like, you must be scared. And the root has everything to do with belonging and survival. And so this, you must be scared, was like, that's how I will. Hey, don't chew my blanket. Dog's chewing my good blanket. Hey. That hand has been protective. Like, you will belong, you will blend in. You will be part of this family and this society. You will breathe shallow so that you are not too open, so that you are not too telepathic and energetically, emotionally accurate. You will be confused so that you can be part of this collective of confusion. Okay? We're gonna just sweep all of that grounding it into the earth to be completely and utterly recycled. Well, thanks so much for reflecting with me, for calling this forward, for letting it come up, and for letting it out, letting go. I trust the earth to recycle this for us. There's no too muchness. Where this earth as our recycling center is concerned, the earth, I feel it. Yes, give it to me. Yes, let it all go. Yes, be an earth keeper this way. Recycle this energy. Do not hold this density in your body, in your brain. Be open to fresh life force in letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go of this instilled fear of the mystery that has left you living in scarcity. Let it go now. My love, child of the universe, of the earth, you are free to be in gratitude and joy moment by moment, and may you release enough to get to experience yourself that way, stabilized and secure, feeling successful just in your beingness, restored, reinstated, remembered. So glorious. The topic of money is coming to mind, and just how commonly associated with the word scarcity is the topic of money. And so let's go right into that. I'm feeling it really in the mind, because there's enough money. There's enough resource, life force, wealth for all of us to be so well taken care of and to feel so easy and graceful. I have wanted to believe that with every fiber of my being, but that is not possible while a young, important part of me is holding scarcity like a lifeline to blend in and be part of the family and to get along and operate in the systems that are sustaining themselves on scarcity mindset. It's required for us to go there, to those places of us that are holding this identity for dear life. And I see you. You make so much sense. And I would like us to be free together. How do you feel about that? Yeah. But you're scared. Yeah. You've had to carry this identity of scared for a long time, and it's made so much sense for you to be that way, enabling us to survive in lots of ways that fear was necessary to hold on to. But with me being here with you right now, do you believe that you might be able to let go? Yeah, that life might be able to flow so much ease and grace. You don't have to live in this tension, this grasping, gripping, holding. I see your determination, your resilience, your strength, your brute strength, and your gracious strength. I love it all. I thank you so much for holding these qualities for me, for us. Let's bring those qualities forward. I want to be a team with you. I've always been a team with you, and it's time for us to align for our highest density with destiny. Our highest destiny, which does require us to look at this high level of density that's been trapped here in your hands, in your arms, in the holding on. I appreciate your strength so much. We don't have to be scared of ourselves anymore. Thank you for holding that, for helping me to blend in, for helping me to be part of things that I desperately and dearly wanted to be a part of. And now my perception has shifted. And I want to be part of something that requires us to let go of this anchor into scarcity and being scared of ourselves. I want to flow into that with you. I want to let this go. I feel your softening. I appreciate it so much. I feel how all of your strength is being applied to allow this softening, and I respect you so much. Like gorgeous helium balloons, let's let this release from your hands, this scarcity, fear of the dark, fear of ourself, fear of mystery. And let's watch this gorgeous clump of balloons float up above us, through the clouds, through the sky, melting away recycled by Source. And feel that shower of white sparkling light come through the crown, move through you all the way down, and to meet especially that part of you that was holding on, and just let that part of you be showered with this beautiful, nourishing, replenishing energy. Let the hands be filled with this love of the mystery, love of energy, love of yourself, love of the process, love of all the places you've been, all the things you've seen, all that you have held on to, and all that you are letting go of. Feel that click into place, alignment inside yourself, with yourself, as a channel of energy in healthy, active relationship with the mystery. This trust, this deep internal trust restored, where you are enough and there is always perfectly enough. And all stories of too muchness and not enoughness, all the allies, the guides, the guardians, the invisibles are helping to pluck and clear those stories now and recycle the charge of them to give you a fresh chance of experiencing yourself as this pure gratitude and joy that is your authentic state of being, that is the childlike wonder that was once convinced to try to be something else. It is remembered and restored now in this letting go, because it is indestructible. Wow, my goodness. I respect you so, so much. I love you so, so much. Please give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sealing this session with a golden infinity sign straight into the center of the psyche. Another one into the heart of hearts. And another one into the lower belly, soul center, sacral center. And so it is. And so it freaking is.